We started as three. We still three. His physical is gone, but his spirit is in this booth right now. The heavily, deeply magnificent legacy is perfectly secure. The deeply, heavily brotherhood. Brotherhood is pure. I pour the heavily dark liquor onto the cracked concrete, remembering the deeply historical, magnificent street where we heavily swore an absolute unbreakable vow. I'm feeling your deeply magnificent presence heavily now. They heavily took your physical body out of the frame, but they could never eradicate your historical name. We heavily, deeply stepped up to the massive plate, controlling the incredibly, deeply devastating fate. Your mother is heavily, deeply protected and safe, escaping the heavily terrifying metropolitan chafe. Your son is heavily, deeply growing into a brilliant man, executing the heavily unadulterated master plan. We deeply, heavily kept the deeply holy word, ensuring your heavily magnificent voice is continuously heard. The deeply historical brotherhood transcends the earthly life, cutting through the deeply devastating historical knife. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. I step in the deeply magnificent, isolated booth, channeling the incredibly heavily historical truth. Every single heavily multi-syllabic magnificent rhyme is deeply heavily dedicated to your prime. You was the heavily deeply heavy massive glue that held the incredibly heavily magnificent crew. The industry heavily deeply knows your unadulterated face, because we heavily represent you in every single space. We heavily bought the deeply magnificent beautiful estate, and heavily carved your name upon the gate. The heavily deeply physical death is an illusionary. Heavily deeply clearing the confusion. You are heavily sitting upon the throne. We deeply heavily never walking the streets alone. Your spirit is the heavily magnificent guiding light, illuminating the heavily devastating heavy night. The heavy memories are absolute gold. The heavily bravest story ever told. We deeply heavily holding the line, protecting the deeply heavily magnificent grand design. The heavily spirit is heavily here, eradicating the deeply heavily historical heavy fear. The heavy thorno, surviving the deeply heavily internal inferno. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. Pour the glass, say the name, keeping the brother alive in the game. We miss you. We miss you. We miss you, brother. Every day. We miss you, brother. Every day. They put us in separate interrogation rooms. Thought we would fold and turn on each other. They don't know the cloth we cut from. They can lock the physical body in the heavy steel, but they can never unlock the loyalty that I feel. Let the drums talk. Let the drums talk. Yeah, I got a fortified, impenetrable mental vault, protecting my brothers from the legal assault. We committed the undocumented heavy sins, where the chaotic urban survival begins. We bury the incriminating heavy tool in the muddy and shallow, isolated pool. We made an unspoken absolute vow, sweating the historical terrified brow. They put me in the secured interrogation room, trying to orchestrate the historical doom. The feds offering magnificent, tempting deals, trying to break the magnificent holy seals. I looked the detective right in the eye and fed him an impenetrable solid lie. My lips are permanently heavily sewn shut, trusting that intuition living inside the gut. Swallow the key, bury the lie, keeping the hidden secrets until I die. No interrogation, no federal deal. We operating heavily on the absolute reals. Yeah, sealed tight. They offered me 5 years if I gave them your name. I told them I didn't speak English, talk to them, bro. They froze the accumulated heavy account, trying to squeeze the historical amount. They threatened my innocent family tree, trying to manipulate and terrify me. But the brotherhood is a holy, unshakable oath, protecting the magnificent generational growth. I'd rather sit in the dark, isolated cell, enduring the psychological heavy hell, than to ever heavily snitch and fold and leave my brother out in the freezing cold. The superficial ones quickly break down, losing the underground, heavy crown. But the underground is a totally different breed, operating off a magnificent silent creed. I'm swallowing the absolute heavy key to guarantee that my brother is perfectly free. The vault is incredibly, permanently tight, navigating the historical, terrifying night. We left absolutely no unadulterated trace, maintaining the immaculate stoic face. The feds are incredibly, exceptionally mad, because they lost the only leverage they had. The secrets are deeply, heavily secure. The intentions are fundamentally swallow the key, bury the lie, keeping the hidden secrets until I die. No interrogation, no federal deals. We operating heavily on the absolute reals. Yeah, sealed tight. Swallow the key, take it to the grave, that's the code. I take it to the grave. That's the code. They can lock the physical body. That's the code. Loyalty over liberty. Shout out to the silent warriors holding the line. Keep your mouth shut. That's the code. That's the code. We spent 10 years trying to kill each other over a street neither of us own. Look at us now. What was the point? Standing in the heavy rain, wearing the tailored suit, paying the final respect, delivering the absolute, looking at the headstone with your name carved deep, a permanent slumber, an eternal type of sleep. You was my biggest rival, the enemy on the street, fighting for survival, refusing to take defeat. We shed a lot of blood, turning avenues to mud, a devastating, catastrophic generational flood. But looking at the dirt getting shoveled in the hole, I only feel a heavy sorrow resting on my soul. We were two young kings, manipulated by the strings, ignorant to the reality that the violence brings. We fought for a zip code, walking the dangerous road, carrying the toxic and the devastating load, while the real enemy laughed, watching the self-destruct, a meticulously engineered systematic construct. Drop the rose, close the grave, freeing the mentally bound slave. Bury the hate, let the weapons rust, ashes to ashes and the concrete to the dust. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Let it go. They told us we were foes, orchestrated the tragic show. The system provided the guns and watched the body count grow. We thought we were generals commanding a mighty fleet, but we were just pawns dying on a desolate street. The mothers are weeping, the caskets are dropping down. The undertaker is the richest man in the entire town. I look at your family crying under the canopy, realizing the profound and the utter insanity. I see my own reflection in the puddles on the grass, watching the fragility of the human lifetime pass. If I pull the trigger first, it will be me in the box, locked in a permanent state with the heaviest of locks. The territorial pride is a venomous disease, bringing the strongest of warriors directly to their knees. I'm shedding a silent tear, washing away the pride, standing as a solitary figure by your side.
Drop the rose, close the grave,
Freeing the mentally bound slave.
Bury the hate, let the weapons rust.
Ashes to ashes,
And the concrete to the dust.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let it go,
Let it go.
let it go.
I drop a single red flower down onto the wood, refusing to continue the violence in the hood. I make a holy vow today to completely walk away, to ensure the younger generation sees a brighter day. I'm burying the hatchet, burying the deep revenge. There is no honor left for the warriors to avenge. I'm going to the youth centers, telling them my tragic tale, trying to keep the young brothers out of the bloody jail. Your death won't be in vain. I will utilize the pain to break the heavily destructive generational chain. Rest in absolute peace, my former territorial brother. Underneath the surface, we were exactly like each other. I turn my collar up, walking back to the waiting car, looking at the stormy clouds hiding the morning star. The war is officially over, the battle is finally done. I'm stepping out of the shadows and walking toward the sun.
No more blood, I'm ending the war right here. Rest easy.
No more blood, I'm ending the war right here.
Rest easy, rest easy, rest easy. You can't hit what you can't see. I'm a myth to them. A rumor. But the power is very real. Move like a ghost, leave no trace. Securing the power in the darkest place. Move like a ghost, leave no trace. Securing the power in the darkest place. No cameras, no flash. Just a blank face. No cameras, no flash. Just a blank face. Yeah, in the dark. I don't take pictures, I don't do the interviews. I don't want my face plastered on the evening news. I'm a ghost in the system, operating in the blind, leaving all the vanity and the ego behind. They whisper my name in the back of the club, but they don't know the face of the man at the hub. I pull the heavy strings from behind the velvet curtain, making sure the outcome is absolutely certain. I got the politicians in the pocket of my coat. I'm the one navigating the heavy ferry boat. You want the shiny spotlight, you want the heavy fame. I just want the absolute control of the game. I slip through the cracks of the governmental net. I'm the biggest undiscovered geographical threat. I leave no fingerprints, no digital footprint. I vanish in the dark without a solitary hint. Move like a ghost, leave no trace. Securing the power in the darkest place. Move like a ghost, leave no trace. Securing the power in the darkest place. No cameras, no flash. Just a blank face. No cameras, no flash. Just a blank face. Yeah, in the dark.
The feds got a file, but the file is completely empty. They tryna find a weakness, tryna heavily tempt me, but I don't have a vice. I don't gamble with the dice. I'm colder than the absolute 0-degree ice. I communicate through layers, intermediaries, and guards. I hold the most valuable and the heaviest of cards. They chasing after shadows, chasing after the smoke. I'm delivering the fatal and the ultimate stroke. When the rival bosses fall and the empires crash, I'm the one sweeping up the remaining of the ash. I build the shell companies, wash the money clean, operating the most intricate and quiet machine. I'm the boogeyman that the other gangsters fear, because I can make a problem completely disappear without raising a finger without raising a voice. I leave the opposition with a solitary choice.
They can't see you. They can't shoot you.
Move like a ghost, leave no trace. Secure in the power in the darkest place. Move like a ghost, leave no trace. Secure in the power in the darkest place. No cameras, no flash. Just a blank face. No cameras, no flash. Just a blank face.
Yeah, in the dark. In the dark. In the dark. Yeah. Move in silence. They won't even know what hit them. In the dark.
Yeah. Right man. My mark. Move in the dark. Leave a mark. Move in the dark. I operate in silence, completely off the grid. You don't even know half of the heavy things I did. I don't leave a footprint, I don't leave a trace. A phantom moving smoothly through the metropolitan space. You screaming on the internet, begging for the views. I'm quietly dictating what they put on the news. The ego is an enemy, vanity is a trap. I'm silently redrawing the socio-economic map. I sit in the back of the room, observing the fate, calculating exactly how much I'm willing to take. The flashy individuals are the first ones to fall, while I'm just a shadow resting perfectly on the wall. I got the master plan locked safely in the vault. If you cross the boundary, it is your own damn fault. I move like a grandmaster playing on a board, quietly securing a magnificent reward. Move in the dark, leave a mark, igniting the absolute revolutionary spark. Walk. Move in the dark, leave a mark, igniting the absolute revolutionary spark. Walk. The feds trying to track me, trying to build a case, but they can never ever put a name to the face. I'm washing all the money, making the dirty clean. The quietest operator that the city ever seen. No diamonds on my neck, no custom shiny grill. I'm investing all the capital with exceptional skill. You want the reputation, you want the street fame, but notoriety is just a deeply dangerous game. I'm funding the lawyers, funding the local schools, refusing to abide by the oppressor's dirty rules. The revolution happens when the cameras turn away, when the silent architects are preparing for the day. I'm building an infrastructure, a formidable base, without leaving a single identifier in the space. The ultimate control is when nobody knows you're there, a ghost breathing heavily in the midnight air. You can't hit a target, you can't see. Your moves to yourself, set the cell. I'm a myth, a legend, a rumor in the wind, redeeming the soul from the places that I sinned. I orchestrate the move from behind a heavy curtain, making sure the outcome is absolutely certain. No bragging, no boasting, just the execution, providing the perfect and the quiet resolution. I'm blending with the night, becoming one with the dark, a solitary wolf in the middle of the park. The empire is solid, the foundation is deep. I'm making sure my brothers have a place to safely sleep. The silent moves are the most devastating of all. I'm standing victorious while I'm watching them fall. Stay out the spotlight. Stay out the spotlight. Move in the dark. Leave a mark. Move in the dark.
Leave a mark. Move in the dark. Leave a mark. They ask how we conquered the city. It's simple. You handle the boardroom, I handle the pavement. Yin and yang, the shield and the pen, the perfectly balanced machine. The most formidable alliance that the city ever seen. Drop it heavy, heavy. Drop it heavy, 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 heavy. Drop it heavy, heavy. I am the heavy brass knuckle, the muscle inside the street, ensuring the opposition suffers the ultimate defeat. I walk through the deeply terrifying, dangerous block so you can securely pick the corporate financial lock. When the rival syndicates try to heavily interfere, I instantly manifest a deeply historical fear. I keep the deeply parasitic vultures completely away so you can beautifully orchestrate the monumental play. I don't wear the custom suits, I wear the heavy fatigue, operating exclusively in the underground league. My hands are heavily calloused from the physical war. I am the deeply impenetrable, heavily bolted door. You never have to heavily, deeply worry about your back, cause I'm heavily anticipating the sudden attack. I take the physical damage, absorbing the brutal blows, while you perfectly calculating how the revenue flow. Watch the back, build the front, surviving the heavily orchestrated hunt. Watch the back, build the front, surviving the heavily orchestrated hunt. I am the intellectual architect, drafting the plan, evolving from a heavily corner hustler to a businessman. I sit in the heavily decorated, isolated room, writing the deeply unadulterated financial doom of the heavily corrupt executive trying to steal our art. I'm deeply heavily tearing their legal contracts apart. I multiply the heavily accumulated massive wealth, protecting my deeply historical generational health. I deeply recognize I couldn't beautifully successfully build if you didn't fiercely protect the heavily dangerous field. You taking the heavily physical, deeply historical risk so I can heavily press the magnificent platinum disc. We are the heavily intertwined, undeniably identical coin, the most incredibly beautifully executed strategic join. The street and the boardroom heavily merging into one. We heavily shining brighter than the deeply magnificent sun. I heavily clear the path in the terrifying dark. I heavily draft the blueprint and leave the holy mark. I deeply heavily eradicate the physical threat. I deeply heavily calculate the monumental net. Nobody heavily disrespects the deeply historical crew, providing a heavily unadulterated beautiful view. The yin and the yang heavily conquering the town. We deeply heavily wearing the crown. Watch the back, build the front, surviving the heavily orchestrated hunt. Watch the back, build the front, surviving the heavily orchestrated hunt. Watch the back. Get the front. Find your role, player part when together. The shield, the boardroom. I handle the pavement, yin and yang. You can keep asking the same questions, but I ain't got nothing to say. Turn the tape recorder on. Let's go. Let's go. Sitting in the steel chair, staring at the mirror, trying to use intimidation just to make it clearer. Detective sitting across the table, blowing cigarette smoke, trying to crack the armor, hoping that I finally broke. He's sliding photographs of the scene across the desk, looking at the situation, truly picturesque. He telling me he got the evidence to put me away, telling me I'm never gonna see another sunny day. I lean back in the chair, perfectly at peace. I know exactly how to operate with the police. I don't confirm, I don't deny, I simply observe. I got the ice water running heavy in the nerve. You want a confession, you gonna have to dig a hole, because you can lock the body, but you cannot lock the soul. I know the Constitution, I know the Miranda rights. I survived the darkness of 1,000 bloody nights.
You done talking? Good, now it's my turn. Let's talk about the money you've been stealing from the evidence room. Detective.
I know exactly who you are, I know the dirty game. I know you hiding corruption right behind the badge's name. You taking payout from the cartel on the east side, thinking that the uniform is giving you a place to hide. I got the documents, I got the paper trail secured. I am the disease that your department never cured. You thought you had a palm, but you sitting with the king. I pull the right string and I make the choir sing. You threatened me with prison, I was born inside a cell. I am the undisputed architect of living hell. Your hands are just as dirty as the killers on the block. You just a hypocrite hiding behind a shiny Glock. I see the sweat forming on your forehead. You afraid? Watching all the leverage and the intimidation fade. I'm walking out this building with a smile upon my face, leaving you completely humiliated, didn't disgrace. The streets know the truth, the streets always keep the score. I'm kicking down the hinges of the penitentiary door. I dictate the terms, I dictate the negotiation, ending this pathetic and corrupt interrogation.
You wanna lock me up? You better make sure your own closet is cleaned first. I want my lawyer now. And until he gets here, I exercise my right to remain absolutely silent. We're done here.
Something ain't right. The street is too quiet. Keep the engine running. Hand me the steel. Midnight on the docks, the fog is rolling heavy in. Meeting with the connect to commit a heavy sin. Got the briefcase sitting right there on the passenger seat. Feeling the sudden drop in my regular heartbeat. Looking at the rear view, studying the shadow play. Something is telling me to put it in reverse and drive away. The street lights flickering, casting an illusion. My gut is telling me it's a tactical intrusion. Usually the spot is crowded, tonight it's a ghost town. I roll the window down, trying to catch a single sound. I see a silhouette standing right next to the wall, holding the cell phone, making a silent little call. My hand slowly gripping on the handle of the tool. I survived this long because I ain't a damn fool. I put the car in drive, getting ready to escape. I'm breaking out the boundaries of this geographical shape. Get down! It's a setup! Drive, drive, drive! Bullets tearing through the metal, hitting on the leather seats, echoing across the silence of the empty city streets. I kick the door open, rolling out onto the ground, returning the fire, unloading every single round. Sparks flying off the concrete, lighting up the dark, igniting the explosion from a tiny little spark. I'm diving under cars, crawling right through the debris, trying to survive the catastrophic tragedy. They coming from the left, they coming from the right. I'm fighting for my life in the middle of the night. I reload the clip, pop up and let it spray, making sure the enemies are standing far away. I grab the briefcase, straighten toward the alley-cade, escaping from the jaws of a devastating fate. I hop over the fence, landing in the muddy dirt, checking my anatomy to see if I am hurt. The sirens approaching, the cavalry is on the way. I vanish in the fog, living for another day. The adrenaline is pumping, burning like a heavy fire, walking on the razor thin suspended metal wire.
I made it out, but they knew exactly where I was gonna be.
There was only
3 people who knew about this location. Me, the Connect, and my own blood brother. It was you. You set me up, I'm coming for you.
hold the line, keep it cold, hold. Never fold, watch the story get unrolled. Hold the line, keep it cold, never fold, watch the story get unrolled. Keep it cold, keep it cold.
Yeah, listen up. Stepping through the shadows where the pavement cracks, carrying the weight of the city on my back. Hoodie pulled down to cover up the eyes. I can see the truth hiding right behind the lies. Grew up in the dirt where the loyalties fade. Every single move is a calculated trade. I don't run with the loud, they the first to fall. I just watch the entire game leaning on the wall. Got a pocket full of lessons from the older heads. Navigate the safely where the average angel treads. When the pressure starts to rise, I don't break a sweat. Every time I play the hand, I secure the bet. If they try to cross the boundary, I hold my ground. I'm a ghost in the system, never make a sound.
Keep it tight, hold the line, never fall, watch the story get unrolled.
Never fold, never fold.
Watch the story get unrolled.
Silent move, don't slip, silent move. Mind is sharp, but the block is so cold. Silent move, don't slip, silent move. Don't say a word, let the secret stay untold. Riding through the avenue, looking at the street, feeling all the rhythm in the heavy boom bap beat. Lost a couple brothers to the system in the cell. Now I'm just a survivor walking through the hell. I built the thick armor from the disrespect. Every single move I make is highly correct. They want the fast money, I want the respect. I'm the architect, building what you project. If a deal goes south, I don't lose my cool. I just rewrite the law, I don't play the fool. When the dawn breaks and the shadows hide, I'm the sole survivor with the quiet pride. Left hand on the wheel, right hand on the grind, leaving all the fake love and the snakes behind. Keep it tight,
Hold the line, never fall, watch the story get unrolled.
never fold, never fold.
Watch the story get unrolled.
Silent move, don't slip, silent move. Mind is sharp, but the block is so cold. Silent move, don't slip, silent move. Don't say a word, let the secret stay untold. I seen the fake love, I seen the snake bite. I keep my vision clear in the darkest night. No begging for favors, no bending the knee. Just the raw truth of the reality.
Hold the line. Don't slip, block.
Silent move, silent move. Mind is sharp, but the block is so cold. Silent move, don't slip, silent move. Don't say a word, let the secret stay untold. Yeah.
Hold the line. Check 1 2. Turn the bass up a little bit. Yeah. You remember when we didn't have nothing but a dream and empty pockets? We built a heavy castle entirely out of the dirt, surviving the historically deep and the generational hurt. BJ, drop the break. Let him know. Let him know. I'm looking back at the poverty-stricken days, navigating the deeply constructed historical maze. We used to split a solitary slice of bread with the unpayable bounties upon the head. We didn't have a functioning heat and source, enduring the unadulterated winter force. You gave me your insulated heavy winter coat while we were sinking deeply in a leaking boat. We ran from the sirens, hiding in the dark, leaving a permanent and an undeniable mark. The hunger was physical, profoundly severe, but we conquered the deeply psychological fear. You stood by my side when the world turned away, bringing the deeply needed and the beautiful ray of absolute loyalty into a broken life, navigating the unadulterated heavy strife. Split the bread, share the pain, walking through the heavy generational rain. No paper contracts, we sign it in the mud. The loyalty is thicker than the absolute blood. Yeah. Real brothers.
took the fall so I could fly, I'll never forget that. Pass the mic, brother. Speak your truth.
I remember the chaotic and the violent night when the embedded rivals initiated the fight. You stepped perfectly in front of the flying lead, refusing to leave me devastatingly dead. You took the heavy charge, accepted the blame, protecting my authentic historical name. You sat in the dark penitentiary cell so I could profoundly escape from the hell. That is an unpayable historical debt, a profound loyalty I will never forget. I'm taking care of your innocent kid, making sure he knows what his father did. An honorable, magnificent sacrifice, paying the ultimate and the heaviest price. The brotherhood is not a superficial word, it's a magnificent symphony continuously heard.
We don't share the identical DNA,
But we walk in the exact identical way.
the blood of the covenant is incredibly thick.
Protecting each other from the governmental trick.
I built the monumental heavy estate,
Securing the deeply historical fate.
there is a permanent room waiting for you.
Presenting the magnificent, beautiful view. Split the bread, share the pain. Walking through the heavy generational rain. No paper contracts, we sign it in the mud. The loyalty is thicker than the absolute blood.
Yeah. Real brothers. Yeah.
Split the bread, share the pain. Walking through the heavy.
Yeah. To the foundation, I owe you my life. Underground forever, we hold it down for the brothers locked up. Keep your head high. No doubt real, recognize real. We out, we out, we out, we out, we out, we out. We out, we out, we out.
Yeah. My fingers are dusty from digging deep in the crate, searching for historical, magical, musical fate. I'm looking for a forgotten, unappreciated soul to capture the rhythm and make my broken spirit whole. I find an old jazz record covered entirely in grime, a beautifully frozen, isolated moment in time. I wipe off the surface, place the needle upon the groove, and listen to how the legendary ancestors used to move. I sampled a melancholy, deeply beautiful horn, and suddenly a brand new classic street anthem is born. The MPC pads are fading and heavily worn out, from chopping the silence to amplify the vocal shout of the forgotten musicians who never received their due. I'm executing the mission, presenting a brand new view, bringing the past directly into the turbulent present day, dictating exactly how the underground culture will play. The great flip the loop, feeding the absolute underground truth. The great flip the loop, feeding the absolute underground truth. Feeding the absolute underground truth. Feeding the absolute underground truth. The industry relies heavily on a digital vent, but I am exploring the musical endless labyrinth. I want the imperfection, I want the raw vinyl pop, I want the unpredictable, heavy and beautiful drop. It gives the instrumental a deeply humanized soul, a magnificent, undeniable, and absolute control. You can't program the historical generational pain that washes over the rhythm just like the summer rain. I'm preserving the history, acting as a faithful guard, working exceptionally, passionately, incredibly hard to keep the foundation intact and beautifully pure. A heavily concentrated musical and magical cure. The true underground producer intuitively knows that beauty resides strictly inside the grittiest flows. The dirt and the grime is the ultimate holy grail, ensuring the underground aesthetic will always prevail. Truth. In the
absolute underground truth. I loop the bassline tight, illuminating the night, executing the vision perfectly, exceptionally right. The rapper steps confidently into the recording booth, delivering the absolute unadulterated street truth. The synergy is perfect, a monumental project, earning the maximum undeniable absolute respect. We don't care about the massive superficial commercial sales. We successfully navigating the underground hidden trail. The vinyl is spinning flawlessly on the heavy steel wheel, providing the authentic, traditional and raw feel. The crates are explored, the hidden treasures are fully restored, providing the ultimate undeniable underground reward. Feeding the absolute underground truth. Feeding the absolute underground truth. Crate flip the loop. Feeding the absolute underground truth. Crate flip the loop. Feeding the absolute underground truth.
Yeah, they kept me in that room for 12 hours. Thought I was gonna break. I didn't give them a single syllable. They can lock the physical body in the heavy steel, but they can never unlock the loyalty that I feel. Bring the drums in. Bring the drums in.
They put the handcuffs on me in the back of the car. Told me my final destination was incredibly far. They put the bright light heavily into my tired face, trying to force me to surrender and accept the disgrace. The detective was smiling, placing the deal on the wood, saying you sold me out, escaping the violent hood. But I know the psychology, the manipulative test, trying to plant a seed of doubt inside of my chest. I looked them dead in the eye, didn't utter a word, the loudest silence that the precinct had ever heard. I'd rather rot in a cell, isolated and blind, and leave my deeply loyal underground brother behind. We took an oath in the alley, cutting the palm of their hand, a deeply spiritual bond they will never understand. You hold the fort on the outside, secure the estate, while I am stoically accepting this undeniable fate.
Swallow the key, bite the tongue, keeping the song of the loyal unsung. Swallow the key, bite the tongue, keeping the song of the loyal unsung.
I got the call in the midnight, heard they took you away. I immediately contacted the lawyers without a delay. They trying to build a narrative, trying to fabricate lies, but they can't penetrate the brotherhood's heavy disguise. I'm locking down the perimeter, securing the stash, hiding the documents, completely burying the cash. If they think they can use you to get directly to me, they underestimating the power of the family tree. I'm making sure your mother got the food on the plate while you navigating the treacherous governmental gate. We communicated heavily without making a sound, a deeply invisible network, completely underground, is searching for the evidence, looking for the cracks, but we flawlessly covering each other's historical backs. No cooperation, no statements, absolutely no deals, operating strictly on the unadulterated reels. The interrogation room is a mental attack. I got the lawyers on the outside watching your back. I didn't give them a syllable, didn't give them a name. We flawlessly navigating their historical game. The loyalty is a currency that they cannot buy. We looking the manipulative system straight in the eye. I swallow the heavy key, burying the absolute truth, protecting the generational legacy of the youth.
Swallow the key, swallow the key, bite the tongue. Swallow the key, swallow the key, swallow the key, bite the tongue.
The interrogation room is a mental attack. I got the lawyers on the outside watching your back. I didn't give them a syllable, didn't give them a name. We flawlessly navigating the historical game. The loyalty is a currency that they cannot buy. We looking the manipulative system straight in the eye. I swallow the heavy key, burying the absolute truth, protecting the generational legacy of the youth.
Swallow the key, bite the tongue, keeping the song of the loyal unsung. Swallow the key, bite the tongue, keeping the song of the loyal unsung.
The code is silence. Real brothers take the secret to the grave. No snitching, no folding. We out.
Bring the drums in.
It ain't personal. It's just arithmetic, calculate the risk. personal. It ain't personal. It ain't. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Keep the math clean. Never cross the boss. Keep the math clean. Never cross the boss. Yeah, never cross the boss. I look at the block like an intricate equation, operating smoothly through a heavy altercation. Minus the emotion, multiply the revenue. Only keeping absolute professionals in the crew. They crying about the struggle, crying about the heavy pain. I am extracting water from the unforgiving rain. You add a little weakness, it subtracts the overall. I'm standing like a monument, refusing to fall. The decimals are shifting, the percentages are tight. I'm a mathematician working strictly in the night. No sympathy for rookies stepping in the danger zone. You gotta pay the toll if you walking it alone. I tally up the deaths, tally up the casualties, studying the rhythm of the city's tragedies. I keep the ledger balance written in the black ink, standing on the edge but I never even blink. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Keep the math clean. Never cross the boss. Yeah, yeah. Keep the math clean. Never cross the boss. Yeah, never cross the boss. I divide and conquer, separate the weak links. Sitting in the shadow while the opposition thinks. They trying to predict me, analyzing the pattern. I'm orbiting the totally different ring of Saturn. The currency is cold, but the metal is much colder. The weight of the reality is resting on the shoulder. I calculate the angle, calculate the trajectory. I am the director of this urban directory. You fumbling the numbers, making critical mistakes. Living in a circle filled entirely with snakes. Carry the subtraction right inside the heavy coat, ensuring that the enterprise is managing the float. There is no coincidence, everything is by design. I walk perfectly along a designated line. If the sum doesn't equal, then the problem is removed. The theorem of survival is consistently approved.
Check the numbers. You can't buy loyalty on a discount, and you can't refund
Betrayal. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost.
Keep the math clean. Never cross the boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep the math clean. Never cross the boss.
Yeah, never cross the boss.
Never cross the boss. Yeah, never cross the boss.
Don't give them the satisfaction. Outsmart the courtroom. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. Dodge the talk, walk the walk. Letting the action incredibly talk. I'm looking at the judge sitting high on the bench, trying to send my brother back into the muddy trench. The system is corrupt, the scales are completely tipped. The Constitution is a beautifully written, tragic script. They throw the heavy book at a brother for a dime, while the politicians commit the ultimate crime. The street is a battlefield, the courtroom is a war. They lock us in the cage and they heavily bolt the door. I'm studying the law, memorizing the rights, preparing for the legal and the intellectual fights. You can't beat the system with the heavy loaded gun. You gotta outsmart them if you really wanna win. I'm dodging the chalk outline on the concrete floor, refusing to become another casualty of the war. The gavel hits the wood with the devastating sound, but I am standing firmly on the solid holy ground. Dodge the chalk, walk the walk. Letting the action incredibly talk. Dodge the chalk, walk the walk. Letting the action incredibly talk. Dodge the chalk, walk the walk. Letting the action incredibly talk. Dodge the chalk, walk the walk. Letting the action
reaction incredibly tall.
They want a reaction, they want you to explode, so they can justify the heavily punitive code. But I'm maintaining the stoic and the icy cold stare, showing them that I am entirely aware of the traps they lay down, the decoys and the bait. I'm the master of my own magnificent heavy fate. We gotta stop feeding the penitentiary machine by keeping our activities impeccably clean. I'm mentoring the kids, keeping them off the block, showing them how to properly pick a mental lock. Open the intellectual and the powerful door before they end up bleeding heavily on the floor. The true revolution is staying out of the cell and building up a heaven in the middle of hell. I'm fighting with the intellect, boxing with the brain, washing all the ignorance away in the rain. Dodge the chalk. Dodge the chalk. Dodge the chalk. Dodge the chalk. I step out the courthouse, a free and living man, executing perfectly the intricately master plan. I didn't take a plea, I didn't fold under pressure. I proved my absolute and undeniable measure. The prosecutor angry, the detective is mad, because they couldn't take the only freedom that I had. I'm a testament to the power of a focused mind, leaving the oppressive and the heavy system behind. I'm marching down the steps, breathing the fresh air, a monumental victory, exceptionally rare. I walk the walk, I don't just heavily talk the talk. The king maneuvering effortlessly around the chalk. No, you're right. No, you're right. No, this. No, you're right. Don't be a. Don't give them the satisfaction.
Don't give them the satisfaction.
Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. It ain't a coincidence.
It ain't a coincidence that the liquor stores outnumber the grocery stores. It's a design.
Welcome to the maze. Break the walls, see the trap, wiping off the borders on the sociological map. Break the walls, see the trap, wiping off the borders on the sociological map. Engineered to fail, but we built to survive. Engineered to fail, we built to survive.
Yeah.
Beat the odds.
Yeah.
Look at the architecture of the neighborhood design. Everything is calculated, heavily aligned. Liquor on every corner, pawn shops in between, feeding the addiction of the metropolitan machine. The schools are underfunded, the textbooks falling apart, crushing the ambition right directly from the start. They push us in the corner, throw a weapon in the cage, watch us annihilate each other in the blind rage. Then they turn the cameras on and call us animals and thugs, blaming the community for the violence and the drugs. It's a multi-billion-dollar penitentiary complex, treating human beings like they just another flex. I see the invisible bars, I see the grand scheme, waking up the brothers from the fabricated dream. We fighting the war against an enemy unseen, operating quietly behind the digital screen. Break the walls, see the trap, wiping off the borders on the sociological map. Break the walls, see the trap, wiping off the borders on the sociological map. Engineered to fail, but we built to survive. Engineered to fail, but we built to survive.
Yeah.
Beat the odds.
Yeah.
They gentrify the block, push the original people out, replacing the culture with the avocado sprout. Raising up the rent until the families gotta move, erasing the historical and the generational groove. It's an economic cleansing, subtle and polite, happening right in front of the blind in city light. But I refuse to be a victim, refuse to be erased. I'm standing my ground in this geographical space. I'm organizing dollars, buying back the property, breaking the invisible invisible chains of the modern slavery. We gotta pool the resources, build our own economy, reclaiming the heavily disputed autonomy. If they don't give us a seat at the table, we build our own, carving a new empire straight out of the stone. The odds are stacked heavy, the mountain is steep, but the resilience of my people is incredibly deep.
You can't beat the maze. You can't beat the maze.
Off the borders on the sociological map. Break the walls, see the trap. Wiping off the borders on the sociological map.
Engineered to fail, we built to survive. Engineered to fail, we built to survive. Beat the odds. Beat the odds. See the trap for what it is and walk right out of it. I've seen 3 generations make the exact same mistakes. My job ain't to judge them, it's to teach them. It's to teach them. It's to teach them. Sit down, young blood. Listen. Listen. Pass the torch. Like the spark. Guiding the youngest through the dark. Through the dark. Pass the torch. Like the spark. Guiding the dark. Guiding the youngest through the dark. Sitting on the milk crate, observing the block, watching the young hustlers running from the cop. They got the sagging pants and the aggressive attitude, thinking that the universe is owing them gratitude. I look at them and see the reflection of my youth. Before the harsh reality deliver me the truth, they think they reinvented how the dirty game is played. They don't know the cemetery where the founders laid. I pull a youngin' to the side, look them in the face, tell them there ain't no finish line inside the devil's race. The fast money comes with a devastating tax. The system is designed to put you flat upon your backs. I show them all my scars, bullet wounds and the burns, teaching them the lessons before the cylinder turns. I'm the designated prophet of the concrete floor, giving out the keys to unlock the heavy door. Pass the torch. Pass the torch. Light the spark. Guiding the youngest through the dark. Pass the torch. Pass the torch. Like the spark. Guiding the youngest through the dark.
I tell them that true gangster is walking away, living so your mother doesn't have to sit and pray. A real man provides without risking his own life. He builds a sanctuary for his children and his wife. I'm dropping heavy gems on the pavement of the street, hoping that my wisdom makes his survival complete. You survive the environment by outsmarting the trap, not by putting extra hollow points inside the strap. The graveyard is filled with the toughest in the town. The quiet intellects are the ones who hold the crown. I pass the torch down with a heavy callous hand, hoping that the future generation understand. I am the bridge connecting the past to the new, wiping off the lenses so they get a clearer view. A stoic philosopher with nothing left to prove, just showing the soldiers the proper way to move.
You wanna be a rebel? You wanna be dangerous? Read a book by property that terrifies the system more than any gun.
Pass the torch, light the spark, guiding the youngest through the dark.
Pass the torch, pass the torch, like the spark, guiding the youngest through the dark. Take the knowledge. Make it out of here. Make it out of here. till the dawn, 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 till the dawn. Yeah. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in. Looking at the city like a chessboard game. Pawns move first, chasing after the fame. I'm the king in the back, observing the play. Let the loud ones talk, let them have their day. Hustling on the stoop with a heavy mind, leaving all the childish endeavors behind. Dice hit the pavement, snake eye stare. Life ain't a movie and life ain't fair. Sirens in the distance singing lullabies. I see the cold truth through the alibis. No shiny watches, just impeccable timing. While they falling off, I'm steadily climbing. When the pressure hits, I don't crack the sweat. I just call the bluff and I raise the bet. Hold the frame, move the pawn, wait it out until the dawn. Wait it out until the dawn. Cold gaze, don't face cold gaze. Walking through the fire in a smoky haze. Move, cold gaze, don't face cold gaze. Navigate the board, master of the maze. Riding through the avenues, windows rolled up. Sipping on the truth from a styrofoam cup. Fake friends smile with the daggers in hand. I can't read the plot, I can't see the plan. I was in the storm without an umbrella. Now I'm the author, the master storyteller. Right hand drafting up the master script. Left hand making sure the balance don't slip. If they try to trap me, I find a way out. Turn a dead end to a brand new route. They want the fast money, I want the real power. Standing like a gargoyle on the clock tower. When the game gets ugly and the pieces fall, I'm the last one standing leaning on the wall. Listen closely. Yeah, every move has a consequence. Every dollar bill breaks the innocence. You can't buy time, you can't rent a soul. Checkmate the devil before he makes a move. Hold the frame, move the pawn, wait it out until the dawn. Wait it out until the dawn. Cold gaze, don't face cold gaze. Walking through the fire in the smoky haze. Move, cold gaze, don't face cold gaze. Navigate the board, master of the maze. I dodge the traps, I dodge the feds. I stay 10 steps ahead of the dreads. No luck involved, just pure strategy. Building up my own legacy. Cold gaze, don't face cold gaze. Walking through the fire in a smoky haze. Cold gaze, don't face cold gaze. Navigate the board, master of the maze. Check the board, check the board, check the board, check the board. Check the board. Check board. Everybody's a killer on the microphone, but the real ones, the ones who actually live it. We move in absolute silence. Just playing a role. Just playing a role. I turn the radio on and I shake my damn head, listening to fakes claiming that they leaving bodies dead, glorifying trauma that they never even faced, turning our survival to a product to be chased. You grew up in the suburbs with a picket white fence. Now you acting like a kingpin, it doesn't make sense. You rapping about the trenches that you never stepped in, cosplaying the struggle and monetizing the sin. The real street soldiers are suffering from the stress, while you treating the culture like a fancy Halloween dress. You a paper gangster reading lines from a script, never had a loaded weapon resting on your hip. We rap about the darkness so we can escape the pain. You rap about the darkness just to generate a name. It's an insult to the ones who are resting in the grave. You mimicking the master while claiming you the brave. Read the script, spot the fake, watching the industry crumble and break. Read the script, spot the fake, watching the industry crumble and break. When the cameras turn off, you retreat to your estate, while my people fighting daily just to get a plate. I'm a veteran of war, I got scars on the soul. You an industry plant playing in the sign role. The streets don't respect the fabricated facade. You play
playing with the fire, pretending you a god. I'm the authentic voice of the gravel and the grit, refusing to dilute it or conform to the shit. I strip away the costume, expose the masquerade, standing in the sunlight, pulling back the shade. The real recognize real, the fake get exposed. The book of your career is about to be closed. I walk through the industry with stoic disregard, leaving heavy footprints in your artificial dog. You a tourist in the war zone, taking photographs. I'm the general in the trench, writing epitaphs. Don't cosplay my trauma for your entertainment. This ain't a movie. This is our lives. This is our lives. Read the script, fight the fit, watching the industry crumble and break. Read the script, fight the fit, watching the industry crumble and break. The truth, the truth, the truth, the truth always rises to the top. Keep acting, we watching.